Good morning, everyone. I'm Sage Holmes, and our guest today is a blast from the past.
Good to see you, Barstow. I'm Wanja Peck, class of 2016.
So today we'll be honoring a couple of fantastic folks, congratulating our best and brightest, and of course, saying plenty of thank yous.
Since this is our only show this week, we've got a lot to do. Let's get started.
How's college, Wanjo? I'm sure you haven't found better roommates than our family.
Yeah, it's hard to be. College, I really don't know how to put it in one word, but I'm meeting a lot of cool people. I'm getting a lot of experience. So, yeah, there you go. So, Sage, how's your 8th grade year then? I heard you're a very good athlete.
Yeah, our cross-country season was really good this year. We went to conferences, and our boys were conference champs, and Tommy Gannon and myself got first place in those races, so that was really fun. And we had just overall a really good season and a really good team, and so yeah, and I'm excited for next year.
That's nice.
As of this week, athletics here, as I'm sure you remember, is kicking back up again for our winter season. The first basketball games are this week, both away games. Tonight the girls kick off at Cass Midway at 5:45, and tomorrow JV and varsity boys will play back-to-back at 5:30 and 7 at Center High School. We love a good crowd, so do your best to come out.
Maybe I'll catch the game when I'm in town. And speaking of Stowe sports, our 2014 state single tennis champion Fletcher Scott was just recently named 2016 USTA Heart of America Junior Player of the Year. Fletcher also recently signed with the University of Illinois. Congratulations, Fletcher.
And speaking of congratulations, the high school debate team has been in Chicago all weekend bringing in the gold at the Glen Brooks tournament. This will be one of their most competitive tournaments all year. They'll be finishing up and flying home today, so make sure to check in and congratulate them on all of their hard work.
On the middle school front, our debaters seem to be blowing away the competition. The middle school debate team earned more honors at the University Academy tournament on Thursday, November 17th. Our teams claimed the Novice Top Speaker Awards, the awards for first, second, and third place varsity teams, and the second, third, and fourth Novice Team Awards. Beyond those, 10 other awards were given to amazing Barstow debaters. Congratulations on another great set of wins.
The Hybrid Learning Consortium is currently enrolling in Spring 2017 semester courses. Take courses online and meet students from other HLC schools. Earlier this morning, we caught up with Mrs. Siebers.
HLC classes are now enrolling for the Spring 2017 semester. You need to enroll by December 1st to get this opportunity. You can take classes from Barstow teachers, but also from teachers from our partner schools around the world.
It takes some great people behind the scenes to make something like that happen. As a matter of fact, there are great people working behind the scenes everywhere, making the world around us tick, even here at Barstow.
That's totally true. BTVN would like to salute one such person, Mrs. Megan Culver, in this piece by our own Samantha Palazzi.
My name is Megan Culver. I have 2 daughters that go to Barstow. Lorelai is in 7th grade and Nora is in 2nd grade. I am the event and volunteer coordinator, but I started at Barstow. This is my 11th year. I taught 5th grade for 8 years, and that's how I came to Barstow. I started teaching 5th grade. My first 2 years, I actually taught reading and science. The next 2 years, I taught reading and history. And then my last 4 years, I did history and science, and that kind of allowed me to be in charge of the Washington, D.C. trip for 6 years. Lorelai came into 5th grade, so I stepped out of the classroom, and that's how I started doing the event and volunteer coordinator position. I like to say I'm a party planner, if you will. There's a lot of events at Barstow that I either am in charge of or I assist people with. A big part of my role is working with parent volunteers, so they do not have to contact 15 to 20 people. They contact me, say these are all the things that I need I run around, get all the answers, and then tell them, this is what we can do for you, this is what I will have for you, and then I get a lot of the items ready for them for their event. But then I also plan school events. So ones coming up are like Veterans Day, I am in charge of. Getting it all together, contacting the veterans, but then also making sure the day goes off as scheduled. Auction is a big one that I am in charge of, that I am working on right now, and believe it or not, I'm starting to work on Kindergarten Senior Buddy Day, working with the parents on planning that part of the event as well. So there's just a lot of events throughout the year that I work on. Every event is different. So the basics are trying to figure out the day of what does it need to look like, and then kind of work backwards. So who are the people that are involved? What are their roles? What do I need to do to make sure they are prepared for the day? But then on site, it's really working with maintenance, making sure I have everything for maintenance, making sure technology is with me if I need any technology or I need something in the auditorium. So making sure they're together with me, but then also making sure I have all the rooms and the spaces scheduled so that I don't run into anything else. Off-site, which would be like the auction, it's working with all the vendors, making sure we're ready for that. What entertainment are we doing? Those type of things. Food truck festival was one I did, but that's kind of coordinating with the food trucks, making sure they know when they are coming, working with the band, making sure maintenance has everything set up with me. So it's a lot of just trying to work with people to make sure everything is ready for the day of. I'm not the best at taking compliments, if you will. I do feel appreciated and what I do, but it's not like I want a lot of people coming up, you know, and everything. So I don't think I'm underappreciated by any means. So.
Great piece, Samantha, and thank you so much for all that you do for us, Mrs. Kohler. You make Barstow a better place.
This is a perfect time for thank yous. Actually, seeing as Thanksgiving is just days away. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for all the host families I have in Kansas City. I can say I have 5 dads, 5 moms, and maybe 10 or more siblings in Kansas City, which is amazing because I feel like I'm coming back to home when I come back to Kansas City. I don't feel like I'm traveling or having trouble like coming to here. It just feels like home, just the way I left it. How about you? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my friends and family and Barstow.
Nice.
To get you all in the Thanksgiving spirit, tomorrow at 9 a.m., BTVN will be live streaming the Kindergarten Thanksgiving program instead of a show. Our kindergarten performers will be continuing tradition and dressing up as Pilgrims and Native Americans to tell us the story of unity at the first Thanksgiving.
And I'm sure we could all use a little unity and gratitude right now. To finish off our show, we have one more piece for you. Roll it.
Well, I thought it was a cool activity because it's always good to be kind to other people and to know that we appreciate our teachers.
I wrote a thank you letter to Mr. Wood, and I talked about all the opportunities sort of brought to me, especially with like jive coaching and being a chairman's presenter and captaining a really big team, and how the opportunities he's presented has sort of changed my character and my personality and how it's shaped my dreams.
I wrote to Mr. Brandon Pepin, right here. I was thankful that he donated this photo and for his inspiring presentation at the NHS induction, as well as his continual inspiration to us during our Spanish 2 class.
I was very appreciative to get all of the letters from everybody. They were very nice. It was very nice.
I felt really grateful for the opportunities that we have to share these feelings with teachers.
Well, my advisor wrote to the people who don't get a lot of recognition in the school, so I wrote to Chef Sophia, and I thanked her for being a new cook and providing us some good meals this year so far.
We're really happy. I mean, it's awesome. You guys appreciated that we did the good job, everything, but it's not just me and everybody in the kitchen. For thank you for you guys enjoy the food, everything, and then how our talking with you guys, and then just like our day is much better too, because we are in the morning and then come, and you guys feeding you guys and you guys happy everything. So we are really thank you for you guys giving all the thank you note, and then everybody love those things.
I'm happy that I chose people who aren't like my family and stuff, and more people in the school that I see every day, and help all of us get through our day. And so it felt good to give them the recognition they deserve.
I wrote about Tom O'Brien because he's a great tennis coach.
There was a little "I'm sorry" in there for being a goofball, and I assured the young man that he was an 8th grader, so understood. But seriously, it's nice to see kids mature, grow up. That's one of the beauties of Barstow, is that you get to watch them from middle school all the way through middle school and all the way into high school.
I picked Mr. Luce because he always goes out of his way to talk to students, and often he talks to people about things other than school, which is cool because he's actually interested in your life. And he always reminds me to not stress about the little things, which is a good reminder, especially junior year.
I wrote my letter to Mr. Hill because he's just been such a help with all of this college stuff, and I honestly don't think I could have done it without him. So I was like, he definitely needs to be thanked and appreciated more. It made me feel good. I think people writing thank you cards is kind of something people don't really do anymore a lot for birthday presents or for really anything, but I think it's great to let someone know that you appreciate them, and I think then they feel really good too.
Beautiful. Well, Sage, it's been great to be back here with you and great to be back in the new improved studio. Before we go, I want to announce that the annual Barstow Game Day is December 3rd at 11 a.m. This event will be joint with Barstow Nation, and it'll highlight the whole basketball season, including schedules, players, coaches, and much more. On that note, thanks for having me, Barstow. I'm Wonjo Peck.
And I'm Sage Holmes. Have a happy Thanksgiving.